What's up, guys? This is the Nerd Ninja here, coming at you live with a new crypto video. Please subscribe, like, and comment on this video to join the Ninja Nation. Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to be providing a more simplistic overview for the Reserve protocol. I'm going to take what I did in the other video and break it down into like just one or two slides. So let's go ahead and begin. So basically, guys, I've broken down the Reserve protocol into three different layers. First, you have the utility layer, which involves the RSV token, the stable token. This is used in digital wallets for day-to-day transactions like buying groceries, buying clothes, food, whatever. And it's also used on exchanges for trades like BTC to USDT. So like for crypto enthusiasts that like us, we are constantly trading BTC or whatever coin we're interested in trading. If we're scared of the volatility of whatever coin we buy USDT, we trade into USDT instead. Well, instead of using USDT, you can just trade into RSV. So there will probably be in the future BTC to RSV pairs, so people can get out of BTC and go straight into RSV. Okay, and then you have the collateral layer. The collateral layer is basically a collection of assets that backs the utility layer. It's a collection of assets that backs RSV. And this ranges from stable coins to real world assets like property and commodities. Okay. And then the next layer, you have the liquidity layer. That's where we come in. Okay. So the trading of RSR creates liquidity for the protocol in the event of an economic emergency. Now, this is a rare occasion where the protocol will mint the RSR token to sell in the market to acquire more assets, which would directly, protect the integrity of the RSV token. Okay, so there's been FUD going around. People are like, oh, the protocol can just mint RSR tokens and just create a whole bunch of supply and pretty much rug pull us or whatever. No, so let me explain. I'm going to take care of that right now. So the protocol basically will only mint RSR tokens in the event of an emergency, and this will be a very, very like a black swan event. Yeah, it's basically equivocal to what happened back in March of 2020 to Bitcoin or whatever, or to the entire stock market. In the event of an economic emergency, a black swan event, the protocol will mint RSR to sell on the market to buy more collateral assets to protect the integrity of RSV. And so basically the liquidity layer acts as a fail-safe mechanism. Okay. And so what you have, the protocol essentially is each layer kind of protects the other layer. And it's very intelligently designed. I dare say it's even a more intelligently designed Bitcoin that separates utility from value capture, because the liquidity layer RSR will capture the value indirectly of the collateral layer, because the assets in the collateral layer can appreciate and will appreciate, and this creates an opportunity for us to arbitrage. So so basically it essentially increases the value proposition of the RSR token for people to buy it and to engage in arbitrage. So I dare say it's an even more intelligently designed Bitcoin. So moving on. So what are the incentives for RSR rangers to provide liquidity in the event of an economic emergency? So one, you have the arbitration of the RSR token to the RSV token. This occurs, like I said before, due to the appreciation of assets in the vault or RSV transactions on the network. Number two, RSR tokens. All RSR tokens, when we engage or initiate arbitrage, will be burned, and this creates scarcity. And this plays on the whole concept of supply and demand. The more RSR burned, the less supply is on exchanges, and this creates scarcity, which drives up the price. Number three is pretty much, I think, everyone's favorite one. Is the speculative value. Okay, no other project that I know of, okay, has this amount of publicly disclosed institutional grade investors. I mean, you have Sam Altman, and this guy, he's the president of Y Combinator, and they pretty much, everyone's talking about Reddit nowadays. This guy is the president of the investment firm that Angel invested in Reddit. Okay, and everyone's talking about Reddit because of Wall Street Bets and stuff like that. This guy is the president of the investment firm that Angel invested into Reddit. And then Coinbase, of course, and then Peter Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal himself. Okay, and there's a multitude of other PayPal co-founders within the investor list. And he also angel invested in Facebook. No other coin, no other project, guys, honestly, has this many institutionally grade, investors. Okay, so yes, this is the incentive for us, the RSR Rangers, to provide liquidity in the event of an economic disaster. Okay, so moving on, this is the Reserve app. Now this involves the utility layer. So RSV is used inside of this application that the Reserve team has essentially created. People in Venezuela who, their currency is constantly being devalued. They can't hold value. They can't create savings accounts because their currency is constantly losing value. So if they get paid one day, put it in their bank, the currency is constantly going down, and so they can't build a proper savings account. US dollars are illegal over in Venezuela. US dollars, you can't have US dollars in your bank account. So what Reserve does, it pretty much takes their digital bolivars in their bank accounts and convert it into RSV that emulates the performance of the US dollar for now. And it provides them a way to create savings accounts and to initiate transactions. And it has over 10,000 installs and probably more now, 10,000 plus. So it's growing rapidly, pretty fast. And right here is just this is a tweet commenting on the Hola Reserve Twitter, the Reserve Twitter. It is apparently this woman wants to be moved up on the waiting list, because they're waiting lists because they're still in beta for the app. They want to be moved up on the waiting list because her husband needs money for a kidney transplant, and they don't have anyone outside of Venezuela to make a GoFundMe account. And so they're in Venezuela. They have a lot of restrictions. GoFundMe is probably not accessible in Venezuela. And so they need this application in order to receive aid to pay for her husband's kidney transplant. So it works for international remittance and a lot more. So this application has a very good humanitarian goal to provide safe and sound money to individuals who lack the proper banking infrastructure that us and first world countries take for granted. So that's pretty much it, guys. Pretty much a quick rundown. Please subscribe, like, and comment on this video to join the Ninja Nation, and I am out.